What's up, beautiful people? It's SINDYAKPOLO. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video and it's titled 10 surprising Swedish inventions and discoveries. Okay, interesting. I'm excited to check this one out. Let's check it out.
The beautiful country of Sweden is home to many incredible places and amazing people. Many important and world-changing inventions have also come from Sweden and from people of Swedish descent. So in this episode, I'm exploring 10 amazing inventions and discoveries that you probably didn't know came out of Sweden. Hey everyone, my name is Leroy Kenton and thanks for joining me here on another episode of FTD Facts. This is a channel where we love to explore the different people, countries, and cultures from all around the world, and yeah, we're jumping into Sweden again. So first off, if you love Sweden, give this video a thumbs up, as well as if this is your first time here to FTD Facts, press that subscribe button as well as that bell notification so you'll be notified of future videos like this. Okay, so let's start off with the first invention. In the year 1958, Rune Elquist developed a battery-run artificial pacemaker. Now, this was used for the very first pacemaker operation done by the surgeon named Aki Senning, and the operation was done at the Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm, Sweden. So yeah, pacemakers, I had no idea were invented by Swedes. So if you're not familiar how pacemakers work, they go under the heart of the person that you operated on, and it sends electric pulses to the heart so the muscles can expand and contract so it can regulate your heartbeat.
When the sinoatrial node fails to function correctly, an artificial pacemaker can be fitted to help regulate the heartbeat with small, evenly timed electric shocks. This involves implanting electrodes into one or more of the heart's chambers and implanting a device called the generator just under the skin. For more severe heart conditions, an implantable defibrillator, or ICD, can be used, which is also capable of sensing a stopped heart and delivering an electric shock powerful enough to restart it.
Also, this thing, the Celsius thermometer, came out of Sweden. It was developed by the Swedish mathematician and astronomer by the name of Anders Celsius. Clearly you see where the name came from. Anders Celsius made massive contributions in the field of astronomy, and this new thermometer that he invented that measured 100 degrees between freezing and boiling, this was really his claim to fame, and the majority of countries in the world use Celsius thermometers, so it's a very common measurement system now. Without that, would probably be stuck with just trying to calculate temperature in Fahrenheit, and I don't know, I'm not the greatest at math, but just trying to figure out how to calculate in Fahrenheit, it hurts my brain. So thank you, brother Celsius. Next up, we have the
Wow, did you know about this? I didn't know about this. I mean, I'm just finding out, but this is interesting. Let me know if you knew about this, and if you're Swedish, please leave a comment on the Swedish flag by the side of your comment to rep your country. But yeah, let's go on.
Have the 3-point seatbelt. This seatbelt formation is pretty much standard in all vehicles now, and it was developed by Niels Bohlin, who is a Swedish inventor as well as a safety engineer, and this is back in 1959 when he created this for the automobile company Volvo. And the reason why these seatbelts are shaped like a Y is because if you get into an accident, it really disperses the energy across your body, so it's not just like maybe get ripped in half or something, but this kind of really holds you in place so that you're not ripped in half when you crash. I know it's a pretty graphic example, but let's just say that these seat belts save a lot of lives. Statistically, one life every 6 minutes to be exact.
If you look at a 3-point safety belt 50 years ago compared to a 3-point safety belt today, it's a huge difference. The basic principles are still there. You can put it on using one hand. It has a good geometry. It's holding the upper body, the lower body. But whatever we will do, we'll still have those basic principles that were established by Niels Bohlin.
Over 100 years ago, Coca-Cola introduced this unique bottle to the rest of the world. Now you show this soda bottle to somebody and right away they'll recognize it. Oh, that's the Coke bottle. But few people know that this design was created by the Swedish man by the name of Alexander Samuelsson. He was told to create a bottle that people could recognize in the dark just by touching it, or if it was lying on the ground, broken or whatever, people could still recognize it. And Alexander Samuelsson more than delivered on this one. You see, the country of Sweden has a lot of surprises, even things.
They sure do have a lot of surprises. I didn't know about this. Whoa, I love checking this, and I love checking videos that I would learn something new or learn more discoveries. Wow, let me know if you knew this, and also comment your country or the country you're watching from, and leave the country's flag by the side of your comments so we know you're repping your country. Also, let me know other inventories or inventions that were made by other countries. I would also love to know. You can leave that in the comment section as well. But yeah, let's continue.
Even things surprising to the people that were born and raised there. And just so you know, if you do want to expand your knowledge about this amazing country, we do have a playlist about the videos that we've done about Sweden. We go into the culture, we go into the history, we talk about the military, etc, etc, etc. I'll link to it in the card section of this episode, as well as below in the video description. I'll also have it at the end screen of this video. And we recently did a video about the differences between Sweden and Norway. That's an interesting, fun one, and I highly recommend that one. I'll link to that as well. Now, the invention of the ultrasound also has its roots in Sweden. The Swedish doctor by the name of Inge Elder, he worked alongside the Austrian researcher Karl Helmut Hertz, and they developed the first ultrasound. This became the primary non-invasive way to examine our hearts as well as our internal organs. And of course, when mothers want to determine whether or not they're pregnant or really just check the gender of their baby, they use ultrasound. So this is another invention that completely changed history. And like, what would we do without this next invention? Like, wearing pants just wouldn't be the same. The modern day zipper was created by a Swedish American inventor, Gideon Sundbach. He had improved upon an earlier, not so effective version that was created back in the year 1913. And this new version that he designed, he called it the separable fastener, and then he patented it in the year 1917. And now we use them when wearing pants or trousers if you're from the UK, as well as other backpacks and other kind of bags. Now for
this is making sense. I love this. I did not know. Actually, I did not know none of this. But learning about this is giving all joy and smiles to my faces. And I love Sweden. I mean, I've never been there, but I have Swedish friends, and this right here is beautiful. Now I'm gonna be learning more. This is interesting. And how come I did not even know any of this? I really need to be paying close attention. But yeah, let's go on.
Now, for those of you who are watching this video on your computer, I can almost bet 100% of you are watching it on a flat screen monitor. Sven Torborn Lagerwall, he discovered the ferroelectric liquid crystals back in the year 1979, and this is a technology that led to the development of the flat screen monitors. And from that discovery, flat screen monitors went into mass production since the year 1994.
That's the reason why I bought mine. This monitor has a 60Hz refresh rate with a 1 millisecond gray-to-gray response time.
Also, many families and people out there would probably have gone bankrupt if it wasn't for the invention of Skype. Yeah, you get to save a lot of money on those long distance calls to your relatives overseas.
Hey babe, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hey, how's your day?
that was good.
But what you didn't know is that this came out of the mind of a Swedish man. His name was Nicholas Zenström, and he co-developed Skype, and he worked with a team including a Danish inventor by the name of Janos Friis. Creating Skype, of course, capitalized on the use of internet technology, and in the year 2011, Microsoft bought it for $8.5 billion US. And I always thought that Microsoft invented Skype. Nope. So again, we gotta say thank you to the nation of Sweden for saving the rest of us a whole lot of money. Although many of us don't use old school telephones anymore, I thought it was pretty important to share this invention. The Swedish
Indeed, thank you to Sweden for their invention. I did not even know. I always thought that Skype was American, or Skype was it was made by an American. But yo, sometimes it's good to check videos or check information like this to learn more and to know about things and their invention and their origin. But yo, I'm loving it. Comment if you also know about this or you're just finding out. But yeah, let's go on.
To share this invention. The Swedish telecommunications company Ericsson was founded by Lars Magnus Ericsson in the year 1876, and the company's first ultra successful product was the telephone handset. It had the mic where you spoke in as well as the earpiece to listen to all in one. Before that, with telephones, you had to hold the microphone in one hand and hold the earpiece in the other hand. pretty annoying, but this just put it all together in one and just made it so much easier.
Every achievement has been further proof that the frontiers of progress have no limit.
And finally, the last invention and discovery that I want to share that came out of Sweden was the safety matches. Matches, of course, have been around for a long time, right? But they were very dangerous, so you really had to know what you're doing, or else you'd get burned and burn up everything and everyone else around you. However, thanks to Gustav Erk, we don't have to worry so much about that anymore. He had decided to move the flammable phosphorus, which was embedded in the match head, to the side of the matchbox, as well as replace the poisonous yellow phosphorus with a red version of the phosphorus that was non-toxic. And because of this, matches became a lot safer. And this was huge for the Swedish economy because several times in history, 75% of all matches sold in the world were coming from Sweden. Okay, so those were 10 amazing discoveries and inventions that came out of the nation of Sweden. How many of these did you know had ties to Sweden? Like really, for me, this was completely surprising. I hadn't known any of them. Let me know down in the comment section below. And this is nowhere close to the amount of amazing stuff that came out of Sweden. So if you want to see more videos like this, also leave that below in the comment section. Well, it's that time again now where I say goodbye, but it's not goodbye, it's see you later. I can't wait to share more interesting facts with you in another episode. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I'll see you real soon.
Oh, so beautiful. Yo, this is interesting. It's mind-blowing. I didn't know any of this. I did not even think of this, that any of this came from Sweden. But yo, this is mind-blowing. It's interesting. It is beautiful to see. I would love to check more videos to learn about Swedish inventions, but this right here is beautiful. I love this. I love what I saw here. Let me know what you think about this. Did you know about this before? You're just finding out. If you're Swedish, leave a comment in the comment section, and also leave a flag or leave a Swedish flag by the side of your comment. Also, if you're watching from any other part of the world, you can also leave the name of leave where you're watching from and the country's flag by the side of your comments to know where you're watching from. But again, this is interesting. Let me know what you think about this. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. You can share other useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.